Yo, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. So, boxing fans seem to be upset, annoyed, not happy. They're not happy with the fact that AJ's facing Jarrell Miller next. They're disappointed in that fight. They don't want to see that fight. I've seen a few people say that, well, Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder is going to overshadow Anthony Joshua versus Jarrell Miller, which, yeah, it will overshadow it. Of course it's going to overshadow it. Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder was a very exciting fight that ended in controversy. Many people felt Deontay Wilder got a gift decision. They want to see what happens in the rematch. They want to see if Fury gets a fair shake in the rematch. They want to see if Deontay Wilder could actually beat Tyson Fury legitimately and not get a gift draw the way he got in the first fight. And it was a good fight, the first fight. So, of course, and then you compare that to Jarrell Miller. No one really knows who Jarrell Miller is. So, yeah, I'm not saying that, what's his name? Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder is not a better fight than Anthony Joshua versus Jarrell Miller, right? But here's the thing. My question to the people who are pissed off at Anthony Joshua versus Jarrell Miller is, who was Anthony Joshua supposed to fight? Like, who in the hell was he supposed to fight? Like, if you actually go to the rankings, the heavyweight rankings and shit, and look at all the guys, you know, for who are the mandatories for every, you know, sanctioning body and shit. Like, who was he supposed to fight? First of all, you got, let's look at his titles, right? You got the WBA, the IBF, the WBO, and these are the guys that are ranked as the guys that he's supposed to be defending his belts against, right? Where if you go to the WBC, you obviously got Deontay Wilder, Dillian White, Fury, Ortiz, Dominic Brazil, and all these other guys, right? Well, here's the thing. Dillian White, Eddie Hearn didn't want to give Dillian White what he was asking for. All right? That's just the bottom line. He didn't want to give Dillian White what he was asking for. So Dillian White wasn't happy with that. Dillian White was also not happy with the rematch clause. The fact that Anthony Joshua would get more money in the rematch, or a higher percentage of the lion's purse share in the rematch, had Dillian White won. So Dillian White didn't like the certain things that were going on that Eddie Hearn was telling him in the negotiation table, so he didn't take the fight. That's the reason that fight didn't happen, all right? Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, both of these guys wanted to fight each other. Deontay Wilder said he wanted to face Tyson Fury and nobody else. Nobody else. So there was nothing that Eddie Hearn or Anthony Joshua could do to force Deontay Wilder to face them. When he made up his mind already, saying that he was going to fight only Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury said he wanted more than a 50-50 split, right? Or else he wasn't going to fight Anthony Joshua, right? So that's why they didn't fight. So Dillian White outpriced himself. He wasn't happy with the deal. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, they're going to fight with each other. So they're out of the tables. So then you got Luis Ortiz, Dominic Brazil, and guys like Jarrell Miller, right? Now, Luis Ortiz has a fight coming up against this guy named Christian Hammer, right? Before that fight was announced, Christian Hammer versus Luis Ortiz, Anthony Joshua said that he was looking at Luis Ortiz as a possible opponent. Luis Ortiz never answered, never replied. He stayed on hush mode. He waited until Anthony Joshua had a fight with Jarrell Miller, or basically almost confirmed, for him to come out of the woodwork, out of the bushes, and announce that he actually wants Anthony Joshua now, right? So Luis Ortiz is out of the picture. My question to you guys is, who else was Anthony Joshua supposed to fight? Look at the guys, the guys who are ranked in all of his in the sanctioning bodies of all of the belts, the WBA, IBF, WBO. Do you want to see him face Trevor Bryan? Trevor Bryan? Who the fuck is Trevor Bryan? Do you want to see him face Trevor Bryan? Would you guys have been happy to see Anthony Joshua face Trevor Bryan? He already fought Dominic Brazil. He already fought Alexander Povetkin. He already fought Joseph Parker. So we could forget about those unless you guys want to see a rematch of those. Do you want to see him against a Fresh Oquendo? Fresh Oquendo. That bum? Should he fight Joy Joyce, a guy with 7 fights? Should he fight Otto Wallen, a guy I never heard of? Should he fight Oscar Ramirez, a guy who's even less known than Jarrell Miller? All these dudes, I don't even know none of these dudes, except for Andy Ruiz. I know this guy called him out. Sergey Kuzmin, the guy who beat David Price. Would you rather see that? What about in the IBF rankings? Would you rather see him against Kurat Pulev? I personally believe Kurat Pulev is overrated. I would not want to see him against Kurat Pulev. Would you want to see him against Ajit Caballero? Oh, man, that guy. Adam Konecki, I mean, that would be a good fight, but Adam Konecki, like, he really hasn't done anything, to be honest. But then again, you know, I shouldn't say that. Maybe I would want to see him against Adam Konecki. Robert Helenius, nope. Luis Ortiz, you already know that he didn't want that fight. Brian Jennings, he just got knocked out by Oscar Riveras or Riveras, whatever. What about the WBO rankings? Tom Shorts. Who else out of all these guys ranked? Who would you want Anthony Joshua to fight? I know you guys are going to tell me Dillian White, Tyson Fury, Ortiz, or Deontay Wilder, but I already let you guys know why these guys are not facing Anthony Joshua next. So these are the other options, the only other options, all these dudes over here. All these fucking dudes. And let's be real, the guys that stand out the most is really just Jarrell Miller, probably Joy Joyce, probably Luis Ortiz, and probably Adam Konecki. That's it. The bottom line is you can't expect Anthony Joshua to just sit there and wait for these guys. What do you want to see Anthony Joshua just sit there and wait for Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury winner? You wanted them to sit there and wait 3 months? He's a fighter. He has to keep active. He has belts. He has to defend his belts. That's just the bottom line. So, you know, people are getting angry. They're saying he's in the shadow of Deontay Wilder. But listen, Deontay Wilder has been in the shadow of Anthony Joshua since Anthony Joshua became a champion and surpassed him and fought these guys that Wilder was supposed to fight. So, again, I think people are getting upset and angry for no reason. Anyway, guys, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching and subscribe.